Hello everyone, my name is Luca Chung and welcome back to another reaction video. So today I'm going to watch a video called The Beast of Omaha, Stories from D-Day. So this video was made by Simple History. So last time, so my last video, I have watched D-Day, Omaha Beach. So yeah, so I found this one is called The Beast of Omaha and is about a story from D-Day. So I'm interested on it, so today I'm going to watch this video. So yeah, so without further ado, let's watch it.
Heinrich Severloh, The Beast of Omaha. Stories from D-Day. Born in Metzingen, Germany, to a farming family in 1923, Heinrich Severloh was conscripted into the Wehrmacht at the age of 19 in 1942. According to his memoir, he was first stationed in Hanover with the 19th Light Artillery Division before being transferred to France in August 1942. There, he served with the 321st Artillery Regiment as a dispatch rider before being sent to the Eastern Front in December. In December 1942, Severloh was reprimanded for making dissenting remarks and punished so severely that he spent 6 months in the hospital. He was sent home to his family farm before being recalled to military service once more. Severloh was sent to Brunswick, Germany in October 1943 for non-commissioned officer training, but was stationed with the 352nd Infantry Division after less than a month there. Severloh then went to Normandy, where he was stationed with 29 others in a German stronghold at Omaha Beach as Allied forces approached on June 6, 1944. He was in Widerstandsnest 62, or Resistance Nest 62, under the command of Lieutenant Bernhard Frerking, which was armed with artillery guns, rocket launchers, and machine guns. 0500 hours. The fog had faded away, and Severloh could see the assembled mass of enemy ships on the horizon. Then he heard a drone of bombers. Everyone in WN-62 jumped into a dugout or bunker as bombs rained down. However, they had missed their target, instead hitting the areas behind the strong points. Then, after a short pause, the ships now opened fire, bombarding the shore. According to Severloh, thick, bright gray chalk dust filled the air. Smoke and the dirt flying around blackened the sky, interspersed with flashing bolts of lightning. It seemed as if the whole world would disappear in the roaring, howling, and crashing inferno of exploding shells. Some of the men in WN-62 were only slightly wounded, but none were killed. As Severloh looked up and returned to his MG-42 machine gun, he saw 48 landing craft getting closer to the beach. According to Severloh, he and his fellow German troops received orders from Lieutenant Bernhard Frerking to fire when the enemy was knee-deep in the water and still unable to run quickly. As the American soldiers waded in the water, the order was given, and all at once, the mortars, machine guns, and field guns opened fire, causing panic among the first enemy wave. Many sought cover behind the tank obstacles. Severloh opened fire with the MG-42 machine gun at the American troops. He was fed ammunition by a soldier he didn't know. He recalled one of his shots as it struck an American soldier in the head. First, the steel helmet fell off, then his chin fell on his chest. Severloh watched as the water sprayed up where the machine gun bursts had landed, and when the small fountains came closer to the GIs, they threw themselves down. Very soon, the first bodies were drifting in the waves of the rising tide. He aimed slightly beyond the dark shapes that were the corpses of GIs as more men drifted in the tide behind them. In a short time, the Americans down there had been taken down. Severloh claimed he fired his machine gun for 9 straight hours, firing around 12,000 rounds. He only took breaks to reload or to let the weapon cool down.
Oh.
While reloading, 1 or 2 Americans would take the opportunity to move closer, only to be shot down by one of the other gunners in the bunker. As his MG-42 cooled down, Severloh fired a rifle instead. After his regular ammo ran out, he used rounds intended for anti-aircraft fire, where every 5th round was a tracer round. This led to his detection by the USS Frankfurt, and he was fired upon. He took cover just in time before the shells could hit him, although shrapnel had hit his face. His gun was damaged and finally rendered useless.
Oh.
Its hot barrel had even caused a small grass fire.
Oh.
The shells were now causing havoc on their position, and some U.S. soldiers were getting closer to his position. It was time to get out of there. Frerking shook Severlow's hand and ordered him to retreat. Severlow and his fellow Germans retreated from the bunker, and they all took cover from the American gunfire. Only himself and another German soldier, Kurt Warnecke, made it. When Warnecke got to Severlow, he told him Frerking had been shot in the head. Together, they reached the nearby village of Cauville-sur-Mer, where their battalion HQ was, and Severlow received medical care. The Germans, including Severlow, surrendered to American troops on June 7, 1944. Severlow was sent to Boston, Massachusetts as a prisoner of war before being sent to England in 1946, where he worked as a forced laborer until March 1947. Severlow then returned to Germany to his family's farm. In 1960, Severlow contacted American veteran chaplain David Silva, who had been shot 3 times at Omaha Beach. The men met several times, and their story is featured in a documentary by Alexander Chogala about their unusual friendship, Path of Forgiveness, A Long Way Back to Omaha Beach. Severlow's memoir, WN-62, A German Soldier's Memories of the Defense of Omaha Beach, Normandy, June 6, 1944, was published in the year 2000. Severlow claimed that he took out more than 1,000 men, most likely more than 2,000. There is no way to substantiate Severlow's assertions, and many historians doubt their validity. The total U.S. casualties at Omaha Beach were between 1,900 and 3,000. Heinrich Severlow became known as the Beast of Omaha, but this was only given to him by the post-war media. Severlow was actually deeply haunted by his actions, but noted that he had a duty to Lieutenant Frerking. For Severlow's claims to be accurate, he would have been responsible for most of the casualties at Omaha Beach. Historians don't doubt his significance in the event, nor do they question the effectiveness of the machine guns on Omaha Beach, but no exact totals for one lone gunner can be known. Severlow would die in Lockendorf, Germany in 2006 at the age of 82.
got the barrels burning. Okay guys, so that was the end of the video. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say, but I think that like this is really unexpected, like because like never know that like there is a story like this of D-Day, and actually I'm surprised about it was actually this German soldier who actually met the American soldier who been shot by him during D-Day, and they meet each other. That is really unexpected. And also like he just keep firing all the time, and then until his machine gun was overheat. Like I remember that I watched some videos on YouTube of like some people try to fire a machine gun for a whole time without stop, and actually it really happened at the same thing. The front barrel overheat, and also not just overheat, it melt really. So yeah, well, that is a really interesting story I have ever heard. Alright guys, so that was the end of the video. I hope guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and share to your friends. Also guys, if you see more, please subscribe my channel, hit the bell button so you know when I have new videos come out. So guys, when check out the original video, it was made by Simple History. Link will be in the description down below so you guys can click and watch it. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye guys.